beautiful sunrise down here, but we are definitely on the bayou. Yeah, last night 2 boats came on either side of us. They were racing down this channel, pitch black. All I saw going by was a white anchor light that's required by law, and 1 flashlight pointed left and 1 flashlight pointed right by one, you know. The left boat had a left flashlight, the right boat had a right flashlight, and they were going 40 miles an hour right down this strait, and all they were doing was watching the sides of the river. Craziness. Anyway, sun's just about to rise. We're gonna pull up the anchor here in a few minutes, and yeah, everything's looking okay. Engine gauges, sorry, a little bit bright this morning. All the pressures look good, temperatures are looking good. So 3rd day. I could tell, interestingly though, when I anchored last night, and used the IPS drives a little bit, it revs up the engines to a higher RPM than I did all day, and I had quite a bit of diesel smoke coming out of my starboard engine, you know, because I can't really run it above idle safely. So it's been idling for 20 hours. I am going to need to run the hell out of this engine when we get it fixed. But all right, we are going to get everything ready to go, and we are super excited to show you Mobile Bay. We are hoping we see dolphins this morning. So talk to you later. Yeah, that's fine. So Heather is putting up the anchor right now. She's using our hose to hose off the mud, and then she's going to spray the anchor down in the anchor locker, because I don't know if this now is brackish water from the tides. So she's going to just spray the pile of chain down inside the anchor locker. But yeah, good job, Heather. Anchor's all the way up, and she's gonna tighten that. She's gonna put the secure latch on that, and then she's gonna hose it down, and I'm gonna put the engines in gear and get going. It is 6:28 and the sun is about 5 minutes from rising, so we're getting underway. All right, talk to y'all. Well, we are about 8 miles from the Gulf. Kind of cool. We're starting to get palms on the sides, and a lot of kind of salt marsh kind of reeds on the river. It's a little hazy this morning. The boat's still very humid. Remembering 9/11 today. Kind of a downer that way, but so 50% chance of rain this afternoon at some point.
Morning. Yeah, today's 9/11, but happy birthday, Jay!
Happy birthday, Jason. How old are you now? 48? 48, same age as you.
I think 48, or is he 49?
48, 49.
But he's not 50.
He's not 50.
No.
I don't know why I'm always the oldest of our friend groups. Maybe it's because I'm so immature. Could be.
Alright, well, hope you have a good day, Jay.
Yeah, I hope you have a good day, Jason. Hope the women in your life do something fun for you.
It's Friday.
Yeah. The woman in my life pulled up my anchor chain. She jerked my anchor chain this morning. She's always jerking my chains. We didn't fight though this morning.
No.
We came close.
But you apologized right away, too.
What did I do?
Great.
I can't even remember what I did.
Well, last night I was on my phone.
You have to listen to this.
Okay, I was on my phone last night.
And we're running the generator. Just saying.
I'm trying to tell the story,
Right,
and you're interrupting me.
You tell the
story.
story.
You do that all the time.
I do not.
Yeah, you talk for me. Anyways, so I'm on my phone, and yes, we have the generator running, but we're stopped. We're at the anchorage, and the past few days when we stop, we have our electricity on, right? So I don't think about plugging my phone in. So Bob stops the generator for, a few hours and wants me to set the alarm, and I'm like, oh shoot, I only have like 20% battery life. So he set the alarms on his clock. So anyways, long story short, so this morning he asks me, is your phone charged? And I said yes, because I plugged it in while the generator was on early this morning. And then he decides to say, you'll never do that again, will you?
I did.
That was a little irritating.
Yeah, that's a chunk of soil.
So anyways, he apologized.
I apologized.
But not like any reminders he should apologize. He just did it on his own. So that was a very good morning.
I'm trying to maintain marital bliss because when we pull the boat, it's going to be stressful for me today. So, all right.
Talk to you guys later.
All right, talk to you later. Bye. Well, it's only about 7:15 and going about 9.5 miles an hour. The tide is going out already. But that is the Mobile Bridge. We think. Heather's going to look it up. It doesn't show on my marine navigation maps what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it is. Getting kind of industrial here north of Mobile. As soon as we get under that bridge, we've got 3 or 4 miles till we hit the Bay of Mobile Bay, and essentially the Gulf. So very cool, exciting. So Heather and I were talking last night. Today's day 23, and we stopped for a total of 5 days at different places. 1 extra day in Grafton to rest and relax, and then 4 extra days in Green Turtle Bay. So it took us 17 and a half, because today will only be a partial day of boating to get to the marina. We should be there by about 10:30 at the absolute latest. But it took us 17 and a half days from Wabasha to the Gulf. Interesting. The total mileage to Fort Myers was plus or minus 1,750 miles from where we were. That was the calculations that I did. Obviously, a lot of twists and turns in the rivers, but at about 100 miles a day, that would have been maybe 18 days. We obviously didn't do 100 miles a day every day. We did a couple of days more than 100, but most days were between 60 and 80. So anybody else is thinking about making this trip, it's 18 solid days to Mobile, Alabama from Wabasha, Minnesota. So and we didn't stop. Other than Green Turtle Bay and Grafton, we didn't stop anywhere to take in the town. We had planned to stop in Demopolis, but our prop damage stopped that, so we'll stay here longer in Mobile. But anyway, just wanted to let you know, we are going to wrap up at some point here. We're going to sit down and crunch all the numbers, especially after we do the repairs. Total cost of the trip, all of the interesting at least details. Some people might find them interesting. I do, of our trip. So, all right. There is downtown Mobile. Right over there. Not too far away. Getting ready to go under the bridge. Our little tiny boat's going to start playing with the big boys here. There's some big ocean-going boats beyond barges up here, so it's kind of interesting. Heather is taking pictures for Facebook. Kind of freaking me out. There's lines of floating vegetation in the water, and they extend all the way across. So I'm having to drive through them, and freaks me out I'm still suffering from PTSD from my log strike, but there are long lines. It's unavoidable. You got to drive through them. So I just am hoping that there's no sticks buried in them. All right. Some sort of collapsed building. Don't know what it is.
Oh, you did? Awesome.
Low railroad.
That's cool. But you don't know you're close to
A lot of traffic, but big tanker ship. Our boat's gonna look like a rowboat compared to that. So, all right. Well, it's become industrial down here. Mobile River is nothing but industry, but man, there are some big ships. Smells industrial. Smells like chemical and petroleum plants, and there are literally dozens and dozens of fuel, oil type container yards all around here. There have been, but hopefully we're gonna pass by on the water the USS Alabama. I'll film that and all the other cool things I see. So yeah, this is cool. We are gonna get ready to start passing naval shipyard and Navy ships. There's a couple more. Man, I've never been on the water with Navy ships. I've been on Navy ships, but that one's really cool. Wow, there's two of them there. Yeah, this is fascinating. So I don't know if that is a shipyard that's building the Navy ships, because it kind of looks like there's still a little bit under construction. And there's one inside that shipyard there, or if they're here to be, I don't know, worked on and refurbished a little bit. I don't know. But Austal, A-U-S-T-A-L is the name of the company where these all are. So could be. But very cool. I'd love to be a captain of one of those. A couple more Navy ships right here in front of us. They look like catamaran almost. Tri-hulls. You can see the, well, get my fingers here, the two hulls. They're the three separate hulls there, so that's kind of cool. All right, making our way about 2 miles from the Gulf now. I'm not sure what building that is. It kind of looks like a cruise terminal, but I don't think it's a cruise terminal. I don't know. No cruise ships, COVID, but could be a cruise terminal. It's got all the walkways inside. That's what cruise terminals look like, but yeah. Oh, it must be, because there's the cruise terminal gangway. So that was the Mobile Cruise Terminal. Two other Navy ships at the yard. Yeah, this must be a Navy yard, because those look like Navy supply ships up there that refuel the fleet and bring supplies. Oh, and I can see Mobile Gulf, or Mobile Bay, right on the other side of that ship. Open water. Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank thank goodness it's flat calm today because we don't have the power to push through big waves. So about 12 miles to the marina, and 6 miles out into the bay, and then we'll take a right turn, follow the navigation markers in, and we'll be at Dog River Marina. What do you think, Heather?
It's exciting.
It's very exciting.
But I'm a little nervous going out in open water. We'll be fine. But...
We'll be fine. It's smooth. Smooth as glass. It's all good. All right. Well, we definitely have transitioned to salt water. Boats pushing through. We're leaving Mobile Bay or Mobile River in our behind us. That boat's in a dry dock, that Navy boat. But I thought this was kind of cool. See the foam from the wake? It's all salt water. Woo, we're here. I've always seen container ships from cruise ships, but holy crap, these things are big. Wow. That is big. Well, Mobile Bay, open water. And gonna follow there are the navigational markers out there. So gotta watch my charts and follow them in. Look at the fishing boat and the birds going nuts. Oh my God, it's a swarm. They are fishing. Can you imagine the amount of bird shit on that boat? Ah, it's the birds. It's the birds. Well, a little rough out here. Kind of like Lake Pepin back home on a windy day, but we're still making 9 miles an hour, and I don't know, we are about 4 miles from our cut-in, so should about an hour and a half to the marina, I would think. All right, so I'm going to try to give you a sense of, we've got about 3-foot rollers out here in the bay. It's really hard to tell on the video how much we're rolling, but we're getting tossed around pretty good. Maybe you can see it on the horizon. It's not an uncomfortable ride, but it's certainly different than the last 1,000 miles that we've been on. So, yeah, we'll be turning in down here in about 2 miles for Dog River. Then we'll have following seas. The boat will be on our the waves will be on our stern, and then that should be a more comfortable ride. So, all right, our first dolphins, they were following a fishing boat. Very cool. They just surfaced and they were diving under, following the fishing boat's nets, probably getting food. So we'll try to get a picture.
But it was awesome.
So our first set of dolphins. So that's pretty cool. We've got I don't know, 2 miles or so till we cut in, and
I think you said that before.
yeah, I did. I'm repeating myself, sorry. All right, more later. Well, we made it to Dog River Marina. We are in the sling. They're just grabbing some cardboard so we don't ruin our vinyl wrap, and then we're gonna get lifted out. I guess we're gonna get lifted out while we're on the boat. That's kind of a neat sailboat, long steel hulled, aluminum hulled sailboat. But yeah, so moment of truth is not too far away. Find out how bad the damage really is. So I'll update you when we get there. All right, Heather's helping them. They're just putting some cardboard in place, and then not too shabby, we'll be lifted out of the water. I'll film when we lift up. All right, here we go. things off. Those pods look okay. Yeah, so that's the prop. You want to spin that real quick, Heather, for the video? It doesn't look like the drive was hit, so we got very lucky there. They're going to take those props off. Anti-foaming paint looks pretty good. We're going to do some serious cleaning. And then there's a small ding in this set of props right there. So we're going to get both sets removed and reworked and see what goes on. So we think the shaft is okay.
Where are the other dings on here, on this side?
The other ding is right there.
Right there.
So we think the shafts look okay. So yeah, could have been so much worse. Well, that might be good news, but he did say the turnaround could be up to a week. So I don't know how long we're gonna be here. He's gonna call and check. All right, more later. So they're taking off both sets of props, they're checking the shafts, and we're gonna have both sets of props reconditioned. So it'll be a couple $1,000s, I'm sure. I'm gonna order about $1,000 in oil. I'm gonna change all the oils on everything since we have it out of the water, and that should be good. Go.
What?
What's the good news?
The good news is it's just the props.
Just the props. No bent shafts. So that's good news.
Now we're just waiting to see when the port side props are going to be, what are they doing, refurbishing them?
They're going to refurbish both sets.
Oh, I thought they were ordering two brand new
No,
ones.
they're going to try to refurbish both sets.
That's going to be the worst one. What if they can even refurbish that?
They can. So they'll recondition both sets of props, and yeah, we do have a little bit. I think we've got some ablative paint removed from the drive. That's probably where the log scraped up against it. So, but we don't have enough time or the PPE to sand that off. There is another coat of ablative paint underneath it, so I think we'll be okay there. But they've gone to lunch. They're gonna drop us in the water, and we're gonna sit in the water over the weekend, so at least we have air conditioning. And then we'll pull out of the water next week, hopefully by Wednesday, and yeah, take the boat out, and then we should be able to get going. So, all right.
It's hot.
Not the worst news, but it's hot. We're gonna go to West Marine shopping. So let's. Oh, I just swallowed a bug. All right, so we're gonna. The guys left for lunch. We're out of the water for the next I don't know, hour. We're gonna walk over to West Marine and do some shopping. Come on.
Yeah, I'm wondering, do we need to go to the fuel dive? Do we need a courtesy car tonight? I don't think tonight,
but probably maybe tomorrow. Well, Chris is coming tomorrow. My sister's gonna drive down. They're gonna see us over the weekend. But I did order new oil filters, fuel filters, and transmission oil. I'm gonna replace all of the oils in the boat.
Can you do all that with
the props
off?
Yes. Yep. I can do all that. So I'll do the oil well, probably be Monday or Tuesday before I get the filters. So hopefully the props come by Wednesday. So I'll do the engine oils on Monday or Tuesday, whenever those come in. And then I'll do the transmission oils.
It's really bright out here. I forgot my sunglasses in the boat.
I'll do transmission oils on when they pull the boat to put the props on. They'll just leave the boat out while I can do the transmission oil
See,
change.
the UPS man is really hot too. He's wiping his face off with a towel.
All right, we're going to West Marine. Talk to y'all later. There's Not Too Shabby sitting in the cradle.
Well, I think we spoke too soon.
Yeah, we thought it was just props. Looks like the shafts are a little out of tolerance. They're gonna do another calibration on them to get another set of numbers. They're talking to the Volvo Penta certified technician down
But the
here
thing
in Mobile.
is that we don't know if these shafts have been like this since the day we bought them, because we've never taken the props off the boat before.
Anyway, the initial set of numbers put them out of tolerance. So, not the best news. Not what we wanted to hear. So we don't know much. We'll know more a little bit later. We don't know a whole lot yet. So more later. Long effing day.
I think Bob is in his depressed state again. And again, nothing we can do about it. It's part of boating. It's part of boating, Bob. It's all okay.
You know, my wife puts on a great face for these videos. She is not ever this positive.
I am too.
Bullshit. I am calling bullshit on that. Never this positive. But I'm glad she is for the camera. All right, so update. We're in the water. We're in the slip.
No props are on the boat.
No props are on the boat.
They had to, or all of us, because we helped too.
Yeah.
From the travel lift, which is across the way, and we floated it.
Yeah, we just pushed
over to our slip.
They pushed hard on that side, and it floated over to this side, and I caught a rope, and then we tried to pull it into the slip. We did get it into the slip.
Yeah. I mean, the one guy used his whole body. Did you see he put the rope around his waist
but we do have a ding in the vinyl, so I got to repair that. But
well, that's I'm not concerned
not a big
about that.
deal. So, final update, because I'm done filming today. It's 3 o'clock. I'm
frustrated.
I'm
getting
not
crabby.
frustrated or
You're getting crabby.
No.
Yeah, you're getting crabby. You need to shower and shave, and then you'll feel like a new man. It's all good.
Oh my God, she's gonna irritate the hell out of me today. Okay, so the shafts, so the props, both props need to be reconditioned. The local Mobile prop shop, whatever that is, came and got the props already.
Okay, so both, but there's four.
There's four sets, props. 4 props, 2 sets of 2.
Yes.
All right, and they'll see that on the video. They can see it. So they came and got the props already. So they'll know late tonight or tomorrow whether or not they can even be the starboard side can even be reconditioned. They could be damaged, and we have to order a new set. So we'll know that Monday. All right. Props, they thought if they can be repaired maybe by Wednesday, Thursday, great. We're not going anywhere. We'll stay.
Right.
The weather's, I mean, they're going to get thunderstorms down here. There's kind of a tropical disturbance that's coming into the Gulf. It's nothing to be worried about, but it would make boating in Mobile Bay pretty miserable. So we were planning on staying anyway. But if they get the props done by Wednesday and the weather's not so bad that we can't install them, then we'll be good by Wednesday or Thursday next week. The scare today was, and I don't know if we're completely out of the woods yet, but I'm checking it. The shafts, all right, so there's, for the 2 props on each side, counter-rotating props, there's 2 shafts on the pods. One that spins one direction, one that spins the other direction. Both the starboard and port shafts are slightly out of tolerance. 3/1000ths
of an inch, plus or minus
Right.
1
But
on those.
we don't. Can I
They
say it?
what? I'm talking technical stuff here.
Okay, sorry.
You can fill in and jump in later. All right, so plus or minus 1, 3/1000ths of an inch off. They've done all 4 shafts and tested them. One was 4, one was 2, 2 of them were 3. They called Volvo Penta. Volvo Penta said that is kind of the maximum amount of tolerance that you can have in those without causing damage or failure of the pod. They said, though, check the oil. If there's no water in the oil, you're good. What I can't figure out personally is the port props weren't damaged by the log. Maybe a little ding by the log. I mean, there's just a slight bend. I showed it to you in the video. So we're going to get them reconditioned anyway, but that could have been a stick. That could have been something else at another time. We've never hit anything with the props before. As far as I know, the previous owner never hit anything with the props before. And why would the port side have 3 plus or minus 1 of 1/1000, 3/1000ths of that in there? Is that the way it's always been? And if that's the way it's always been, then what are we worried about? So the Volvo Penta person that they called said, check the transmission oil, which I check every day during engine checks. And I take the dipstick and I put 3 drops of engine oil on a flat black piece of the motor that I can wipe off easily. It's a plastic black cover. And I shine a light into it to see if it's milky at all. And they're both clear. They're clear every morning. I check them. And so if this tolerance, the 3/1000ths plus or minus 1, occurred because we hit the log, I've run both those engines for 250 miles, 25 hours worth of boating, if not more, from north of Demopolis to here. And I checked the oil just an hour ago when we got back in the water, and I can't see any milkiness. So the real test will be when we put the props back on next week. I'm going to change the transmission oil, and I'll drain it and see if there's any milkiness in it. Don't know what else to do. I was told by the prop guys here that when they were talking to Volvo Penta, if we had to replace those shafts, they put rebuild pods on. So $10,000 a pod. That would have been a kick in the balls. So, yeah, we're going to watch the oil. Not going to spend $20,000 on pods right now. Not unless, then I'm making an insurance claim. And then...
And I guess I wouldn't change the shafts unless we saw milky
Right,
oil.
unless the oil was completely filled with water and milkiness and we were having leaking in the shafts that were going to cause catastrophic pod failure, then you can't. Volvo Penta's got an exchange program. You turn in your pods and you get a rebuilt set of pods back, and that's $10,000, and which is cheaper than the $30,000 a pod costs. So
$30,000. Where are you getting $30,000?
that's what each pod costs new.
Oh,
$10,000 is you get a rebuild pod.
got it. I thought that was new.
No, those are
$10,000.
rebuilds.
Gotcha.
You turn in your set, they
Yep.
rebuild yours for somebody else,
Yep.
and you get a rebuild set back. And they're essentially new. They're Volvo Penta warranted. Anyway, those are $10,000. That's their exchange program. And so, yeah. So anyway, this is a long segment of the video, but we're here in Mobile. We are sitting in the water. We have air conditioning. We're going to clean the hell out of the boat this weekend. I'm going to shave.
Me
Can't
too.
wait to shave.
My legs.
And who are we going to do a shout out to today? Paul and Ellen, Tom and Martha, Dana, Dallas, Mike, Kelly. Those are all my Army Buddy teammates. Give them a shout out. Paul and Ellen especially. Paul wanted a shout out.
Yeah.
And he was concerned about us, whether or not we made it to Mobile. Mobile Bay was sporty today.
Oh yeah, you were concentrating big time.
Yeah, because I didn't have autopilot.
Yeah, and that was
So
it was scary because we couldn't go fast if we wanted to. I mean,
Right,
we're only going
9 miles an
9
hour.
miles an hour, and it's 2 to 3 foot waves.
Oh,
and,
it was 3-foot rollers by
I mean,
the time we got out
we
there.
obviously made it, but it was a long time. It would have been nice to go maybe a little faster
Yeah,
to
it
get
would
through it. But
have been nice to not get on plane, but to be able to push
Yeah.
through the waves and not just, I didn't find it uncomfortable. It was just challenging steering because the main shipping channel is, there are huge container ships coming at you, so you got to stick to the side of the shipping channel. And then there are fishing boats dragging long drag nets behind them that are fishing in that area.
But I thought it was cool.
It was very
I
cool.
thought it
We
was
saw
fun.
dolphins and pelicans were flying all around.
And
We had
they
about
pooped on our dinghy.
no, not pelicans. That would have
the
been like a big
seagulls did?
turd. But
That's true.
the seagulls crapped all over us. I can't wait for Heather to clean the top of the boat.
I'm not doing it.
Yes, you are. I can't climb up there.
Neither can I.
You get bullshit. So Mobile Bay was really cool,
Yeah.
but it was a challenging drive. I have to admit. The waves were 3 feet, and which is where we were on Lake Pepin a really bad day. That's what it would be like. Not bad for this boat, but we were rolling around quite a bit, and because we could only go 9 miles an hour, we were just more susceptible to it. So that was really cool. But yeah, we're here, got air conditioning, power. We're in a covered slip. We're going to spend...
The only problem is the marina, especially now
Oh,
that
it's
we're
a
on
long
we're
walk.
on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Remember,
It's
you have to go all the
we've got
way
a long,
down and
we've got
around
we've
to
got
get to
a
the
10-minute walk to showers.
laundry, and there's only one shower.
Yeah. So
And
it's
there's one washing machine and
one
one
dryer.
dryer. So you can walk all the way down there and, sorry, it's already taken.
So I think it's an evening deal. Is
Think
what
so?
we're. Yeah. I don't think people are going to be using it in the evening. We'll try it.
But I bet you this weekend people are going to be around the weekend, so we might have to wait till like Monday to do laundry.
Well, we're running out of laundry. Maybe we'll take.
You're not.
Okay, we're not. You know how much
Okay.
clothes I have?
I still have clean underwear. Don't you have clean underwear left?
Yeah, but your bra had so much bra sweat
I know,
on
but
it.
I have 2 more clean ones, and I have sport bras down there too, so I'm good. I'm good for like another week.
I'm good too. I'm just gonna go naked.
Oh my god, that's
Naked
scary,
on the boat. I don't
scary,
care.
Scary.
All right. Anything else to update everyone? This is going to be a long video
yeah,
today,
it is. Sorry,
but I
guys.
appreciate everybody hanging in there. I know everybody was interested in the props.
Yes.
It could have been so much worse, seriously, but overall, we're going to get out of this thing, and we've got my sister and Pat are coming to Mobile this weekend, so we're going to see them. They're going to drive us around, take us shopping for whatever we need, and out to dinner, and we appreciate them driving down and wanting to see us, so we love Chris and Pat. Yeah.
All right, that's it.
That's it. We're done.
You're rambling on.
I'm rambling now. All right. Have a
Okay.
great weekend. I might do a short video tomorrow. We're primarily just going to clean the boat and spend a little bit of time with my sister. If we're here through Thursday next week, we'll try to get out and do some stuff in Mobile and show them some things, but not a whole lot to see. I'll probably just do a very short update video. There won't be much to update over the weekend. So, all right. Hope everybody has a great weekend, especially this somber day of 9/11. But it is Jason's birthday, and we
Yes.
said happy birthday to
Yep.
Jason.
Happy
so.
birthday, Jay.
All right. Talk to you all later. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.